So hi guys, welcome back to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. It's match number 7 of the Super 8 stage. South Africa taking on West Indies today at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. South Africa winning the toss and electing to bowl first, which is a very surprising decision considering that teams batting first have a good record in Ahmedabad. But South Africa did chase down a total against New Zealand at this particular venue, so they will also be confident. It looks like a highway pitch actually. First 2 overs, West Indies have got off to a very quick start. 29 without loss in 2.1 overs. Shai Hope and Brandon King have started very aggressively. Kagiso Rabada into his first over here. Shai Hope is on strike. Dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's edged and taken. There's the first wicket for South Africa. Poking outside the off stump there, Shai Hope. Just a faint nick through to the keeper, and that is exactly what South Africa wanted, because the first 2 overs going for 29 runs, flying start for West Indies, and then Rabada coming into the attack and striking for South Africa. Just that in and around that outside the off stump region, and Shai Hope just poking at it. Big nick through to the keeper, Quinton de Kock making no mistake. So West Indies lose their first wicket, exactly what South Africa wanted, early breakthroughs. West Indies have been good while batting first this season. Shai Hope is gone after scoring 16 runs from 6 balls, and West Indies are now 29 for 1 after 2.2 overs. So Shimron Hetmyer is the new batter to the crease for West Indies, coming in at number 3. Shai Hope provided a very good start. Indian fans are also watching this game here. They would want South Africa to win this match so that if India wins their next 2 matches, they can go through. But if West Indies wins this game and South Africa beats Zimbabwe, then India's fate will be a little more tougher, because their net run rate is very below. It's very low. Shimron Hetmyer has been in superb form of late. Played a fantastic knock against Zimbabwe. Can he repeat it once again? Third ball of the over coming up. Now that's flicked in the air and put down at mid-on. Gone through the hands, and Shimron Hetmyer will get off the mark with a couple of runs. Could have been 2 wickets and 2 balls. West Indies going for everything at the moment, throwing their bats at everything. It will not succeed though. So a couple of runs for Shimron Hetmyer. Both these teams unbeaten in this tournament so far. So one of these teams will get beaten today, that is for sure. The only 2 unbeaten teams in this tournament, South Africa and West Indies. This time back of the length, Hetmyer defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Rabada. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. He pulls it in the air and taken at mid-wicket. Another one goes. 2 wickets in the over for Rabada, and how a game can turn so quickly. You got an example in this over. Shimron Hetmyer has pulled it straight into the hands of the fielder at short mid-wicket, and Rabada strikes again for South Africa. What a way to turn this game after such a flying start for West Indies. Pick up 2 wickets in the over. A really good catch. I think Keshav Maharaj, is it, who took the catch? I think it was. Yeah, Keshav Maharaj taking the catch there. So no heroics today from Shimron Hetmeyer. And West Indies have lost their second wicket here. Shimron Hetmeyer gone after scoring 2 runs from 3 balls. And West Indies are now 31 for 2 after 2.5 overs. So Ravman Powell is the new batter to the crease for West Indies. Coming in at number 4. They do bat deep, West Indies, that is for sure. But today no heroics from Hetmeyer, and that will be a little setback as far as West Indies are concerned. Maybe looking to play too many shots here. You got off to a good start. You need to keep an eye on the wickets as well. Don't want to lose too many wickets and put yourself in trouble. Because if South Africa wins this today, I think South Africa will be through to the semi-final, that is for sure. Because after that, the winner of India versus West Indies will go through. That will be the scenario. Obviously, Zimbabwe is still mathematically alive, but I don't see India losing to Zimbabwe, that is for sure. So Zimbabwe will also be sent packing home, and the winner of India West Indies will go through. That will be the scenario. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's on the stumps. Powell defends it to covers and gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket. 3 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. And West Indies are now 32 for 2 after 3 overs. So Lungi Ngidi is the new bowler into the attack now for South Africa. Ravman Powell is on strike. That's outside the off stump, driven away by Ravman Powell towards deep point, and picks up another single. Second ball of the over coming up. That's driven beautifully by Brandon King. Finds the gap beautifully, and that'll race away for 4. So another boundary here for Brandon King. He's been a little out of form in this tournament so far. He's due a big knock, and he picks up his 4th boundary in this innings. That's driven away again in the gap again for more back-to-back boundaries for Brandon King. Again, a little bit of width on offer from Lungi Ngidi. And Brandon King finding the gap beautifully. Still continuing to score at a healthy run rate here, West Indies. Oh, he's edged it through to the keeper. I think he has. Another one goes. So they're getting the boundaries and also losing wickets here. Brandon King, just a faint nick through to the keeper. And the third wicket goes down here for West Indies. Pulled his length back a little bit, bowled it much closer to the stumps there, Lungi and KD. And Brandon King, looking to defend it, has just taken a faint nick through to the keeper. And South Africa, even though the current run rate is 11.18 for West Indies, still South Africa have got 3 wickets, which is putting them in front in this game here. Brandon King has to go after scoring 21 runs from 11 balls, and West Indies are now 41 for 3 after 3.4 overs. So Roston Chase is the new batter to the crease. He's coming to the playing 11 today for West Indies. We'll just go through the team changes as well. So West Indies have made one change today. Roston Chase coming into the playing 11 in place of Akil Hussain. South Africa are going in with an unchanged team which beat India in their previous game. So fifth ball of the over coming up. Chase on strike. That's flicked away by Roston Chase. Might push for 2 here. And they will get to good running between the wickets. Roston Chase gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Oh, inside edge onto the stumps. Another one gone. What is happening here to the West Indies? He's just chopped it back onto his leg stump. And Lungi Ngedi also gets 2 wickets in the over. And South Africa are now right on top. West Indies are stunned. They got off to the most beautiful start possible, but they have lost 4 wickets inside the first 5 overs. This is exactly why we keep on saying you can play aggressively as long as you are having wickets in hand. You need to always keep an eye on the wickets, because the more wickets you lose, the more trouble you are in. Roston Chase is gone for a run of ball 2, and West Indies are now 43 for 4 after 4 overs. So Sharfane Rutherford is the new batter to the crease for West Indies, coming in at number 6. Too many wickets falling here for West Indies, not helping their cause. 2 wickets in the previous over, 2 wickets in this over. That is not what West Indies want. Kagiso Rabada continuing into his second over. And Ravman Powell defends it to deep point and picks up another single to start the over. This time back of the length, Sharfin Rutherford defends it to covers. Another dot ball here from Rabada. This time driven away, it's through the gap. It's going towards deep point. They'll pick up a couple of runs. Sharfin Rutherford gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Rabada coming around the wicket now, and that's back of the length, defended again, a little bit of an inside edge. It's another dot ball here from Rabada. 2 for 6 in his 1.4 overs. Rabada is back at this tournament. There were plenty of criticisms when he bowled those 2 no balls against Afghanistan, which took it to those double super overs. But good to see him bowling really well here. 3 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. This time it's driven again by Sharfin Rutherford towards deep point and picks up another single. So one more delivery left in this over. Rahman Powell is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. That's on the stumps, defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over from Kagiso Rabada, and West Indies are now 47 for 4 after 5 overs. Marco Janssen is back into the attack. Had an expensive first over, conceded 12 runs in his first over, into his second over now. Sharfin Rutherford is on strike. That's back of the length and Rutherford defends it to covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. This time back of the length again and Rutherford defends it towards point. Another dot ball from Janssen. Oh, in the air! Oh dear, it's palmed over. It's palmed over. It was straight into the hands of short third man. But he's palmed it. He's put it down. And Rutherford picks up another single. Goodness gracious me. That should have been swallowed actually. Lungi Ngidi didn't even know where the ball was. He was searching for the ball. But Rutherford picked up the single. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Powell back on strike. This time it's full again, driven by Powell straight to covers. And another dot ball from Jansen. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, extra bounce there for Jansen. Powell went on to the back foot. Defends it again back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Just 1 run has come from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over coming up. This time it's full, it's driven through the covers and that'll run away for 4 as well. Bowled it 2 full on that occasion, Marco Jansen, and Powell beautifully drives it through the offside. Brings up the 50 as well for West Indies. And 5 runs came from that over from Marco Jansen, and West Indies are now 52 for 4 after 6 overs after the launch phase, and it's also the time for the drinks break. Corbin Bosch is the new batter. Corbin Bosch is the new bowler into the attack now for South Africa. We come to the end of the drinks break. Sherfin Rutherford and Rovman Powell looking to form a partnership here. 4 wickets have gone down for West Indies. In the process of scoring quick runs, they have lost way too many wickets, has to be said. Here's Corbin Bosch. And that's punched away by Sherfin Rutherford towards deep extra covers. Might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Good running between the wickets. Couple of runs to start the over. Second ball of the over. Short ball, and Rutherford is so strong. If you bowl short to him, you only need to look at one place beyond the boundary. That is where he will hit it if you bowl it short. A 6 here for Rutherford, his first 6. Asking to be hit, deposited it over deep mid wicket. The third ball of the over. Goes again, but it's a top edge this time. It's a top edge this time. Keeper takes the catch. Another one down. West Indies just falling apart. Hitting boundaries. The next ball he gives his wicket here. Sherfin Rutherford. Corbin Bosch strikes back. And what are West Indies up to? Just gifting away their wickets. They've lost 5 now. He was looking to go once again. It was there to be hit, but this time around, straight up in the air, straight. I mean, it's a top edge from Rutherford and Quinton de Kock completing the catch. And West Indies have lost half their side now. Corbin Bosch getting his revenge, getting rid of Rutherford. And West Indies in all sorts here. Sherfin Rutherford is gone after scoring 12 runs from 10 balls. And West Indies are now 60 for 5 after 6.3 overs. So Jason Holder is the new batter to the crease for West Indies. They're going down to the lower order already. They've lost so many wickets, West Indies, already. This is not a good sign. Maybe Sherfin Rutherford could have taken his time a little bit. He just hit a 6. Very next ball giving away his wicket. Too many wickets falling. They're trying to play too many shots. You need to calm down a little bit. Just calm down. Play it slowly for some time. Keep your wickets in hand. Take it a little deep. It's only the 7th over of this innings. You still have 13 overs left. You've already lost 5 wickets. Just need to calm down a little. Should not be in a hurry in these kind of situations. So Jason Holder on strike. 4th ball of the over coming up. That's back of the length and Jason Holder defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Corbin Bosch. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's again back of the length. Again Holder drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball here. So last ball of the over coming up. Going for the cut shot, unable to make connection. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Sharfian Rutherford, and West Indies in all sorts of trouble here. 60 for 5 after 7 overs. So Keshav Maharaj is the new bowler into the attack for South Africa here. Conceded 17 runs in his first over. That's punched away by Powell, straight to covers. Starts with a dot ball. This time it's flicked away by Rahman Powell towards mid-wicket and picks up another single. This time on the pads again, flicked away again by Holder towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Driven down the ground again towards long on. The 3 singles in this over. Good bowling from Maharaj. This time he goes big, straight, hard, 6 over long off. Jason Holder hits through the line and picks up his first 6. I need to be careful not to give away your wicket. That's been the trend with the West Indian batters so far. And then the last ball of the over was flicked away towards deep mid wicket for another single to finish the over. So 10 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 70 for 5 after 8 overs. So Lungi Ngedi is back into the attack now, into his second over. Picked up 2 wickets in his first over. They've all been picking up too many wickets actually so far. 5 down already. Here's Lungi Ngedi. That's flicked away by Holder leg side and picks up another single. Well, India wants South Africa to win today, but the thing is that if South Africa wins this, they will be confirming their spot in the semis. They will be sent into the semi-final. It only helps India. They'll finish second if they win both their remaining games. Here's Lungi Ngedi. That's flicked away by Holder, looking for the single. and they'll get it. A single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's driven straight to covers. Another one goes. They might be in for an early finish today. I think the way West Indies are gifting their wickets to South Africa here. Sixth wicket goes down, and Ravman Powell has hit it straight to covers here. And looks like West Indies want to help India today by giving away their wickets and trying to lose this game here at the moment. Ravman Powell is on his way after scoring 9 runs from 11 balls. Lungi Ngidi picks up his third wicket, and West Indies are now 71 for 6 after 8.2 overs. So Matthew Ford is the new batter to the crease for West Indies. Coming in at number 8, running out of batters at the moment. Only Romario Shepherd left after this. And will West Indies score 100 runs? What is it with Sri Lanka and West Indies? They started so well in this tournament. Suddenly the batting is... the wheels are coming off suddenly. Sri Lanka defeated Australia. After that we have had 2 pathetic batting performances, to be honest, from them, and they have crashed out of the tournament. Now West Indies have also decided, okay, we will go back to our old ways, and we will start to bat. We will start to gift away wickets. Only temporary performances we are seeing. Only temporary rise we are seeing from West Indies and Sri Lanka. It's not permanent. The consistency is missing. I don't know why. This time driven again by Matthew Ford towards deep extra covers and gets off the mark with a single. They just need to ensure that they score 100 runs at least. Otherwise this would be an early finish. Only 4 more wickets in hand for West Indies. Oh, goes for the cut shot, unable to make connection. Another dot ball. Just 2 runs have come from this over, including the wicket of Ravman Powell. Last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the cut shot straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 2 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Ravman Powell. And West Indies are now 72 for 6 after 9 overs. So Marco Jansen is back into the attack, into his third over. Matthew Ford is on strike. Oh, goes for the drive, unable to make connection. Again a dot ball to start the over. That's shot pulled away by Matthew Ford. One bounce and into the boundary for 4. 2 shot on that occasion from Marco Jansen. And Matthew Ford found the gap beautifully and picks up his first boundary in this innings. Oh, that beats the outside edge of Matthew Ford. Extra bounce for Jansen. Another dot ball here. This time shot pulled away by Ford. It's all the way for 6. That's a massive hit from Matthew Ford. Previous one he hit for a boundary. This time he nailed it even much better. It's gone sailing over deep mid wicket for the first 6 for Matthew Ford in this innings. So 5th ball of the over coming up. This time driven towards covers. And a dot ball here from Marco Jansen. Oh, that's a short ball and Matthew Ford ducks underneath it. Another dot ball from Jansen to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over and West Indies are now 82 for 6 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. So 82 for 6. This partnership now 11 from 10 balls. Matthew Ford has scored all the 11 runs, 11 from 8 balls. He's batting on. 1 boundary, 1 6. Jason Holder run a ball 9 with 1 6 so far. Too many wickets have fallen. Only Romario Shepherd left after this. This partnership becomes very important. Here's Corbin Bosch. That's back of the length. Defended towards deep point and Jason Holder picks up another single to start the over. Well, he goes high in the air with no timing at all. Fielder running in, takes the catch, diving forward, and another wicket goes down here. 7th wicket goes down for West Indies. All it has to be said is reckless batting. That's all we can say about West Indies batting today. Absolutely reckless, just giving away your wickets. He was just batting well in the previous over, hit a boundary and a 6, and now again go looking for the big shot, but only finding the fielder at deep square leg. And Corbin Bosch picks up his 2nd wicket here. South Africa 3 wickets away from wrapping up this innings, if you don't mind. And West Indies are in tatters at the moment. Matthew Ford is gone after scoring 11 runs from 9 balls. And West Indies are now 83 for 7 after 10.2 overs. Romario Shepherd is the new batter to the crease for West Indies. And this is the last recognized batting pair, I guess. After this, it's Godakesh Moti and Shamar Joseph left. Just gifting away too many wickets here, West Indies. In the quest of playing aggressively, I think they have tried too aggressively. They've tried to go too much aggressive. That's flicked away by Shepherd, straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Corbin Bosch. Well, I just want to say that after seeing the first 2 overs of this innings, if anyone opens the scorecard now and reads 83 for 7, I think they'll be shocked. But that is the reality. Oh, he looks to ducks underneath it. Oh, in fact, what happened there? I think he's got hit on the shoulder probably. Might have to get some treatment here. Ooh, in fact, he's gotten hit on the place close to the helmet. So concussion check, mandatory concussion check will be done. So all in readiness, 5th ball of the over. That's on the pads, flicked away by Romario Shepherd towards deep mid wicket and will get off the mark with a couple of runs. Last ball of the over. That's back of the length, punched away by Romario Shepherd towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Matthew Ford, and West Indies are now 86 for 7 after 11 overs. So Kagiso Rabada into his third over, and is driven by Romario Shepherd straight to covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. If they can pick up another wicket, they try and wrap this innings up quickly. That is what South Africa will be thinking. Second ball of the over coming up. Goes for a pull. Unable to make connection. Another dot ball here from Rabada. Because if South Africa wins this match, they will be through to the semi-final. I'm sure India will beat Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe will also be out of contention. And then the winner of India versus West Indies, they will go through as the second semi-finalist from this group. That is the simple scenario if South Africa wins this game, which is looking most likely from here. That's driven again by Shepherd towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Three more deliveries left in this over. That's a full delivery driven down the ground by Jason Holder towards long on and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Just 2 runs from this over so far. Full toss driven away past point, and Romario Shepherd picks up another single. Just 3 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Jason Holder is back on strike. Last ball of the over. Oh, that held in the wicket a little bit. Flicked away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 90 for 7 after 12 overs. So Keshav Maharaj is continuing into his is back into the attack into his 3rd over. Has figures of none for 27 in his 2 overs so far. And Jason Holder punches it back to the bowler. Again a dot ball to start the over. Well, he goes big leg side towards deep mid wicket, and Jason Holder picks up another single. This time quicker ball, Shepherd punches it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Two runs have come from this over, still 3 balls left. Oh, he looks for the big shot. A big heave there attempted by Holder. And swings and misses and another dot ball here. What a shot to play at this stage. You only have 3 wickets in hand. One more wicket exposes the tail. A very brave shot to play. That's driven away. Finds the gap. And that'll run away for 4. Just found the tiniest of gaps there through point. And Jason Holder picks up his first boundary in this innings. This time it's on the pads, flicked away by Jason Holder towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 97 for 7 after 13 overs. So Lungisani Ngidi is back into his 3rd over. 3 for 13 in his 2 overs so far. Outstanding figures for him. Jason Holder is on strike. This time it's short and it's pulled away towards deep mid wicket, and Jason Holder picks up another single to start the over. Romario Shepherd is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. Slow ball, he goes big again. Has he got enough on it? Just enough. All the way for 6, clears long off. It was the slow ball. Romario Shepherd went after it and picks up his first 6 in this innings. 100 comes up for West Indies. 100 comes up in 13.2 overs with that 6. The third ball of the over coming up. It's always been a trend that if a West Indian batter hits a 6, he gets out immediately. That shouldn't happen. Goes for the cut shot, misses it. Another dot ball. Good comeback from Ngidi there. Seven runs have come from this over. Still 3 balls left. That's a short ball pulled away by Shepherd towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single. The fifth ball of the over coming up from NGD. That's cut away by Holder towards deep extra covers, and that races away for 4. It's gone in the gap beautifully. So Jason Holder picks up another boundary. This is a good over here for West Indies. 12 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. With an offer there from NGD, and Holder finds the boundary. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, slow ball driven towards covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 109 for 7 after 14 overs. So West Indies are now 109 for 7 after 14 overs, and it's also the time for the drinks break. So Keshav Maharaj is back into the attack for his last over. Romario Shepherd is on strike. Maharaj into his last over. Has figures of none for 34 in his 3 overs so far. Oh, quicker delivery, a little bit of an inside edge towards point. And again a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over. He goes offside and it's all the way for 6. That's what power this man has, Romario Shepherd. Has 6 over extra covers. And his second 6 in this innings. It was tossed up wide outside the off stump, trying to take it out of his reach. But Romario Shepherd hits 6s in all parts of the ground. Picks up his second 6. This time a quicker delivery. Shepherd punches it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. So this partnership now 33 from 25 balls is helping West Indies a little bit. Similar to what we saw yesterday with New Zealand as well. Comes down the wicket again, long on. It's towards long on and Jason Holder picks up another single. Similar to what we saw yesterday with New Zealand as well. New Zealand were 84 for 6 yesterday and we all thought, okay, game done. But nope, Mitchell Santner and Paul McConkie rescued them and took them to 168. And now again West Indies, we are seeing something here. The last recognized batting pair always have something to say. That's punched back to the bowler by Romario Shepherd. Another dot ball. Literally last recognized batting pair. That's a quicker delivery, punched down the ground again by Shepherd towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over and West Indies are now 118 for 7 after 15 overs. So Corbin Bosch is back into the attack, into his 3rd over. Romario Shepherd is back on strike. Oh, swings and misses. There's another dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. He pulls it away, leg side, all the way for 6. He's such a clean striker, isn't he, Romario Shepherd? Another 6. The moment he hit it, we knew it's going to sail over the boundary. Over deep mid-wicket. And he's providing some hope here to the West Indies. There's still 28 balls left in this innings. If they can play the full 20 overs, get to a score of around 180, 190, they can believe to defend it. The 3rd ball of the over coming up. Oh, full and wide. He goes for the drive, misses it. There's another dot ball. Good follow-up delivery there from Corbin Bosch. Bowled it much wider outside the off stump. But Shepherd can hit 6s over extra covers as well. That is his speciality. Can hit sixes all around the ground. Very, very capable batter. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, full delivery goes underneath the bat of Shepherd. And another dot ball here. That's full smash through the offside for 4. Romario Shepherd with another boundary. Fuller delivery on that occasion. That Shepherd has so much muscles it through the offside. This is a fantastic partnership here for West Indies. Similar to what we saw yesterday against New Zealand. There's something about these lower order recovery acts. This time it's a fuller delivery. Shepherd hits it down the ground long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 129 for 7 after 16 overs. So Kagiso Rabada now into his last over, and Shepherd goes big. That's massive. That's all the way over square leg. Romario Shepherd is on fire here. Picks up his 4th 6. When he hits it, it stays hit. Another 6 to start the over. Recovery act at its best here towards the end. .50 partnership also comes up. That's a wide down the leg side. Rabada has to reload that one again. .50 partnership also comes up. Partnership of 53 from 35 balls between Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd. Just like we saw yesterday. If anyone remembers yesterday's game, New Zealand were on the ropes. 84 for 6. We all thought we were going to send a ticket back home for them. But then Mitchell Santner and Cole McConkie formed that partnership and took them to the total. As goes again big. It's up in the air. It just clears that fielder. It covers. He'll pick up a couple of runs, I think. Couple of runs for Romario Shepherd. Moves into the 40s. Moves to 40 from just 25 balls. With 1 boundary and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 160. This time it's flicked away straight to the field at square leg. And it's another dot ball from Rabada. This time full and on the pads, flicked away by Shepherd. towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. This time back of the length, flicked away by Holder. Another single for Jason Holder. They have somehow managed to crawl their way towards 140. This partnership, 57 from 39 balls between Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd. There's still 3 overs left after this. They can get to 170, 180. Remember, South Africa defended 188 at this venue against India. So those kind of totals can be defended. It can bring the scoreboard pressure to the chasing team. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW there. Is it sliding down the leg side? I'm not quite sure. Umpire says not out. They might as well go for the review for this one. They have gone for the review. 2 reviews left. So they have just taken it. Need to have a look at this one upstairs. I think some bat involved there. You can see a spike as the ball passes the bat, so it will remain not out. 11 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 140 for 7 after 17 overs. So Marco Jansen bowling the 18th over here. Jason Holder on strike. Oh, it's in the slot. Holder goes down the ground, goes all the way for 6. You cannot bowl in the slot to these batters. Both these batters are so strong. Again starts the over with a maximum. South Africa losing grip of this game now suddenly. They need to pick themselves up and try and break this partnership here. This is worth now 63 from 41 balls. Second 6 for Holder. Oh, he goes for the pull shot. Unable to make connection. It's given as a wide by the umpire. So Marco Jansen has to reload that one again. We thought if South Africa can win this game, they'll qualify for the semi-final. West Indies still fighting. Still not done yet in this game. Oh, slow ball, swings and misses. There's another dot ball from Jansen. Oh, that's pulled away by Holder, leg side, and it's one bounce. Has it gone all the way? I might have a look at that. Has it bounced or has it gone all the way? I'm not quite sure. It's given us 4. So Jason Holder picks up another boundary. The pressure building now on the South African bowlers. 150 comes up for West Indies. 150 comes up in 17.3 overs. Goes again down the ground. 6 more. 6, 4, 6 from Jason Holder. Again in the slot. And again banged down the ground. 17 from this over so far. Still 2 balls left. West Indies crawling their way back in. Two more deliveries left in this over. Partnership now 74 from 44 balls between Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd. Both batters have scored 41 runs each. That's flicked away down the ground to long on. Might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs for Jason Holder. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's guided away in the gap. That'll run away for 4 as well. Everything that Jason Holder touches is only going to the boundary. What an expensive over this is for South Africa. 23 runs have come from this over, and West Indies are now 163 for 7 after 18 overs. Two more overs left in this innings. Already 160 on the board. Can they push towards 180? Romario Shepherd is on strike. Lungi Ngidi is going to be bowling the penultimate over. Oh, slow ball. Shepherd swings and misses. There's a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, another slow ball, another swing and miss. A couple of dot balls to start the over. So good start to the over here from Ngidi. Third ball of the over coming up. Again, swings and misses. There's another dot ball. 3 dot balls here in the penultimate over from Lungi Ngidi. That's a great way to start the over. And they'll have a chat with each other now, Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd. Three more deliveries left in this over. Oh, he goes for a big shot. It's an outside edge. Runs towards third man for 4. Another boundary here for Shepherd, who's looking for the big heave there, and has gone down to third man to the boundary. Two more deliveries left in this over. He'll look to go again, Shepherd. That's a slow ball. It's hit down the ground to long on. And Romario Shepherd picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. Jason Holder is on strike. Oh, another slow ball. Beautiful bowling. Another dot ball to finish the over. One of the best penultimate overs you'll ever see. 5 runs came from that over from Lungi and KD. And West Indies are now 168 for 7 after 19 overs. Corbin Bosch is bowling the last over for South Africa. That's a full delivery on the pads, flicked away by Romario Shepherd towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Jason Holder is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up, looking for a boundary here. It's a full toss, laid away leg side again towards deep mid wicket. Jason Holder picks up another single. 2 singles to start this over. Good start for South Africa. 170 comes up for West Indies. Still 4 more deliveries left in this innings. Romario Shepherd is back on strike. Third ball of the over. That's full again. It's hit down the ground. Beautifully bowled once again. Romario Shepherd, it's hit down the ground to long on. Can only pick up another single. So just 3 singles in this over. Still 3 balls left. Jason Holder is back on strike, looking for a boundary or a 6 here. That's paddled away to short fine leg and Holder picks up another single. So just 4 runs have come from this over. The last couple of overs have been really good as far as South Africa are concerned. 2 more deliveries left in this innings. Will have to really swing big here, Romario Shepherd. Oh, he's gone through the legs. It's going to be a run out at the non-striker's end. Jason Holder was already committed to the single, and he has been run out comfortably at the non-striker's end. And another wicket goes down here for West Indies. This big partnership, 89-run partnership between Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd has been broken. But fantastic recovery here from West Indies, in all honesty. Romario Shepherd is gone after scoring, in fact Jason Holder is gone after scoring 49 runs from 31 balls. And West Indies are now 172 for 8 after 19.5 overs. Last ball of the innings. Inside edge, past the keeper. That'll run away for 4. Ends with a boundary. So a good last over. Ends with a boundary there. Little bit of an inside edge. Fortune favours the brave. Half century for Romario Shepherd as well. 52 from just 37 balls with 3 boundaries and 4 sixers. At a strike rate of 140.54 has given West Indies a really good finish and a really fighting total towards the end. They were in all sorts of trouble at one stage, but then that partnership between Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd has really lifted the West Indies here. West Indies started well actually. The first 2 overs West Indies scored 29 runs, but then wickets kept on falling, and at one stage West Indies were 83 for 7, and at that time we thought whether they will even score 100 runs. But then Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd formed a 8-wicket partnership of 89 from just 57 balls, which has helped West Indies get to 176 for 8 at the end of their 20 overs. Romario Shepherd unbeaten on 52 from just 37 balls with 3 boundaries and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 140.54. And Jason Holder 49 from 31 balls with 4 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 158.06 has given West Indies a really good total. If you look at South Africa's bowling attack though, Lungi Ngidi was the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 30 in his 4 overs. Kagiso Rabada very economical as well, 2 for 22 in his 4 overs. Corbin Bosch 2 for 31 in his 4 overs, but the real off day was for Marco Jansen. None for 50 in his 4 overs, very expensive today. And even Keshav Maharaj, none for 43 in his 4 overs. Both of them were a little expensive today. So West Indies finished their 20 overs on 176 for 8 at the end of their 20 overs. South Africa, when they come out to bat, will need 177 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs and qualify for the semi-final of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So hi guys, welcome back to the run chase here. South Africa need 177 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. A really good recovery for the West Indies there. They were 83 for 7 at one stage, and from there to recover and get to 176 for 8 just showed their character. Now South Africa have a job on their hands. They can win this game, they can qualify for the semi-final. They lose this game though, then obviously South Africa can still beat Zimbabwe after this and qualify, but it makes things harder for the host nation, India. They are also watching this game. Matthew Ford has the new ball in his hand. He'll be bowling the first over for West Indies. Aiden Markram and Quinton de Kock opening the batting for South Africa. They're all set for the first ball of the match. And that's beautifully punched by Markram towards deep point for 4. That's a great way to start the innings for South Africa. Exactly what South Africa wanted. A positive start to this run chase. And Markram starts with a boundary. Second ball of the over. This time looking to punch it away, a little bit of an inside edge towards mid-wicket. And another single for Aiden Markram. Quinton de Kock is back on strike. Third ball of the over coming up from Matthew Ford. Around the wicket. And that's back of the length. Defended again by Quinton de Kock towards point. And picks up another single. Now Aiden Markram is back on strike. Fourth ball of the over coming up. This time it's driven down the ground again by Markram towards long on and picks up another single. Both these unbeaten teams going against each other. So there'll only be one unbeaten team after this, because one of these teams will suffer a defeat today. Two more deliveries left in this over. Quinton de Kock is back on strike. Matthew Ford coming around the wicket. Oh, that's edge past the slip squad, and that'll run away for 4 as well. Second boundary in this over. It's gone rest of the edge there, and Quinton de Kock picks up his first boundary in this innings. The last ball of the over coming up. This time driven again straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over from Matthew Ford, and South Africa are now 11 without loss after 1 over. So Romario Shepherd is a new bowler into the attack now for West Indies, always known as the man with the golden arm, with the ball coming into the attack in the second over of this innings. Aidan Markram is on strike. Here comes Romario Shepherd over the wicket to Aidan Markram. That's back of the length, flicked away by Markram towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Romario Shepherd now looking to come around the wicket to Quinton de Kock. Now he's coming over the wicket to de Kock, and de Kock drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Shepherd. Third ball of the over coming up. It's on a good length, defended again. A little bit of an inside edge from de Kock towards the keeper. Another dot ball from Romario Shepherd. Three more deliveries left in this over. I think change in field. They are changing the field for Quinton de Kock here. This time cut away by de Kock towards the point and picks up another single. So Aidan Markram is back on strike. Two more deliveries left in this over. Good over so far from Shepherd. There's 2 runs coming from this over. Well, that's picked up leg side, and that's all the way for 6. Over deep mid wicket. What a shot that is. Straying onto the pads there, Romario Shepherd. And Markram has deposited that one over deep mid wicket. The first 6 of this innings for South Africa. A good start to this run chase. This time it's driven in the gap. is in the gap again. Another boundary to finish the over. 6 and a 4 from Markram. So a good over ends expensively for Romario, Shepherd and West Indies. 12 runs came from that over, and South Africa are now 23 without loss after 2 overs. So Matthew Ford is now continuing into his second over. Quinton de Kock on strike. That's back of the length. De Kock punches it towards point and picks up another single to start the over. So Aidan Markram is back on strike. Markram has scored 17 runs from just 6 balls. A very aggressive batter. You saw what he did against New Zealand at this same venue. Similar kind of a run chase. They were chasing 176 as well against New Zealand in the first round. That's a full delivery. Markram hits it leg side towards short mid wicket. And another dot ball from Matthew Ford. So third ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking to flick it away. It's gone off the pads towards point. Another dot ball here from Matthew Ford. Slow ball, Markram goes straight down the ground, and that'll be another boundary. Picked the slow ball really well, hitting it dead straight down the ground, and Markram picks up his third boundary in this innings. Two more deliveries left in this over. Goes again, over covers. So, did he get a hand on it? I'm not sure. It won't reach the boundary, but Markram will push for another couple of runs. So, 7 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. One more delivery left in this over. It looks like someone is going off the field here. Brandon King is going off the field for West Indies. Maybe hurt himself a little bit. Last ball of the over coming up. That's flicked away down the ground to long on, and Markram picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, and South Africa are now 31 without loss after 3 overs. Jason Holder is the new bowler into the attack now for West Indies. Change of bowling here for West Indies, looking to get some wickets here. Aidan Markram is on strike. Here's Jason Holder. Markram on strike. That's on the pads, flicked away. Stewart's short fine leg, dot ball to start the over. That's a wide down the leg side from Jason Holder. Umpire gives it as a wide. Has to reload that one again. This time on the pads, flicked away by Markram towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Quinton de Kock is back on strike. So slight delay in play here because Markram, I think, took his helmet off a little bit. So 4 more deliveries left in this over. This time driven again by de Kock towards deep point and picks up another single. A good over this, just 3 runs coming from this over, still 3 balls left. This time driven in the air, 1 bounce to mid-on and another dot ball from Jason Holder. Almost carried there to mid-on. Two more deliveries left in this over. Aidan Markram 25 from 14 balls. This is a good over so far. Just 3 runs from this over. Jason Holder has all his variations. A really deceptive bowler. That's pulled in the air. And has it gone all the way? No, 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4. So Aidan Markram decided he's going to go over the top, take the aerial route and picks up another boundary. So last ball of the over coming up. That's pulled away again, leg side for 4. No one there at deep square leg, so a really good over has turned into an expensive one. 11 runs came from that over, back-to-back boundaries to finish that over. And South Africa are now 42 without loss after 4 overs. So Matthew Ford is now back, continuing. Matthew Ford continuing into his third over. Oh, de Kock comes down the wicket, goes for the cut shot, misses it completely. Again a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. That's full, it's hit leg side towards deep mid wicket, and Quinton de Kock picks up another single. So Markram is back on strike, third ball of the over coming up. Oh, slow ball, swings and misses. There's another dot ball from Matthew Ford. Three more deliveries left in this over, required run rate of 8.65. Well, he goes big this time, flat, hard, 6. That's massive from Eden Markram. He hit it so flat and it's gone over the ropes, over deep mid wicket for 6. That'll release some pressure for South Africa. Second 6 for Eden Markram in this innings. Two more deliveries left in this over. Eden Markram looks like he's batting on a different wicket. 39 from 18 balls. Oh, swings and misses this time. How did that miss the stumps is what Matthew Ford will be thinking. It's just about missed the stumps. Another dot ball from Matthew Ford. The last ball of the over coming up. That's driven. Oh, misfield that covers. And that won't reach the boundary, will it? Oh, it does. It does reach the boundary. Oh my goodness. That's a bad misfield. Another boundary to finish the over. 50 comes up for South Africa. 11 runs came from that over. And South Africa are now 51 without loss after 5 overs. So Shamar Joseph is the new bowler into the attack now for West Indies. Change in bowling here. Quinton de Kock is on strike. Shamar Joseph might come around the wicket, I think. To Quinton de Kock. Yes, Shamar Joseph coming around the wicket. And it's a full delivery driven down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. That's short and that's gone. Massive. Over deep mid wicket for 6. Favorite region, favorite shot for Quinton de Kock. Deposits that beyond the boundary. And first 6 for Quinton de Kock in this innings. So third ball of the over coming up. Shamar Joseph changing angle over the wicket, but it doesn't matter because de Kock goes over the top of the offside this time, and that'll run away for 4 as well. 6 and a 4 from Quinton de Kock, and straight away Shamar Joseph put under pressure here in his very first over. So fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, goes for the drive again, misses it this time. And a dot ball here from Shamar Joseph. And what an opening partnership this is, 63 from 34 balls. South Africa are playing an aggressive brand of cricket in this particular T20 World Cup. Barring that game against India where they had lost 3 early wickets. All the other matches they have succeeded in getting good opening partnerships as well. Obviously against India, their lower order, middle order and lower order contributions would have given them confidence as well. Fantastic recovery act against India as well. They're from 21 for 3 to post 187 on the board. Well, that's picked up leg side. That's massive again. That's all the way as well. Using the pace of Shamar Joseph. And he's deposited that on nearly onto the second tier of the stadium. Second 6 in this over. 16 runs from this over already. And South Africa are coasting along here in this run chase. So last ball of the over coming up, 16 runs from this over so far. Oh, that's on a good length, defended by de Kock. Another dot ball to finish the over. 16 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 69 without loss after 6 overs. After the launch phase, and it's also the time for the drink break. So what a start this is for South Africa in this run chase. 69 without loss in 6 overs. Quinton de Kock getting into aggressive mode in the previous over. The last time West Indies defeated South Africa in a men's T20 World Cup match was way back in 2016. Their glory campaign in 2016. After that, West Indies haven't defeated South Africa in a men's T20 World Cup till now. They lost in 2021, they lost in 2024. And West Indies look like losing this as well. And there is a reason why they have been going through a downfall as well. And after 2016, West Indies have been going through a downfall in cricket. We have not seen them participate in many World Cups as well. Gudakesh Motie is the new bowler into the attack. And Markram goes for the cut shot. It's towards deep extra covers. And will push for 2. And Aidan Markram picks up another couple of runs to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. This time driven down the crown by Markram towards long off and picks up another single. So Gudakesh Motie now coming around the wicket to Quinton de Kock. Third ball of the over. Full toss and de Kock puts that all the way for 6. Missed his length there. Gudakesh Motie cannot be bowling looseners like that. And de Kock picks up another 6. Target requirement now under 100 runs for South Africa. And this time another couple of runs for Quinton de Kock. Well, they want to check the run out here. I think they have gone upstairs to the third umpire to have a look at it. Not out it is. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Fifth ball of the over, and de Kock goes straight down the ground to long on, and it will beat long on and into the boundary for 4. Another boundary in this over. South Africa are doing this easily here in this run chase. West Indies not having a clue how to stop these runs. Last ball of the over is a full delivery driven down to mid-off. Another dot ball to finish the over. 15 runs came from that over. And South Africa are now 84 without loss after 7 overs. So Roston Chase is the new bowler into the attack. A bowling change here by West Indies. Need to break this partnership. Aidan Markram nearing a half century. Roston Chase coming around the wicket to Aidan Markram. Quicker delivery, punched back to the bowler by Markram. Again a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. This time driven down the ground by Markram towards long off and picks up another single. So Quinton de Kock is back on strike. Third ball of the over coming up. That's short, that's pulled in the air though. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. It's all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. Just a little bit short there from Roston Chase. And Quinton de Kock rocking on to the back foot and punishing it over deep mid wicket for another maximum. Well, and then he just finds the gap again for another boundary. 6 and a 4 from Quinton de Kock. Moves to 47 now from just 22 balls. And Roston Chase is now feeling the pressure. Too short once again and punished by de Kock. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 11 runs came from this over so far. That's driven back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Roston Chase. That's a good comeback after conceding the 6 and a 4, a dot ball. Tossed up this time. He goes down the ground in the air though. Will it carry? Yes, it does. Long on takes the catch. And finally the wicket for West Indies, which they have been looking for all this while. Quinton de Kock holds out at long on. And the opening partnership has been broken. The bat turned in his hand there. And Jason Holder completing the catch. Is it too little, too late? That is the big question, because a huge opening partnership. Required run rate is under 7. Very much gettable for South Africa. One hand came off the bat as well for de Kock. Jason Holder completing the catch. So Quinton de Kock is gone after scoring 47 runs from 24 balls. And South Africa are now 95 for 1 after 8 overs. So Rian Rickleton is the new batter to the crease for South Africa. Coming in at number 3. 12 overs left, 82 needed for South Africa. Godakesh Moti into his second over, and it's a quicker delivery punched. Oh, misfield. Misfield at covers, and Markram will pick up another single to start the over. Rian Rickleton is back on strike. Morty coming around the wicket. Quicker delivery flicked away by Ryan Rickleton towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. This time another quicker ball punched down the ground by Markram towards long off and picks up another single. 3 singles in this over, still 3 balls left. Ryan Rickleton is back on strike. It's on the pads, flicked away again by Rickleton towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Still have Devalt Brevis, David Miller, Tristan Stubbs to come in after this. Marco Janssen as well. Quicker ball punched away by Markram towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. A half century for Aidan Markram. 50 from just 27 balls. A captain leading from the front. 6 boundaries and 2 sixers. It's been a terrific knock. Strike rate of 185.19. And another terrific knock under pressure. 100 comes up for South Africa as well. 100 comes up in 8.5 overs. As he goes for the pull here, Rickleton, has he got that away for 4? Yes, he has. Boundary to finish the over. Loose delivery there from Godakesh Morty. And Rickleton punished it towards deep square leg, against the over with the boundary. 9 runs came from that over. And South Africa are now 104 for 1 after 9 overs. So just 73 more needed from the last 11 overs. South Africa in total control here. So Roston Chase. Roston Chase now into his second over. That's on the pads, flicked away by Aidan Markram towards deep mid wicket. Pushing for 2, good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs to start the over from Aidan Markram. In fact, they have not taken the couple of runs, only a single. Only a single to start the over, sent back there. Now Ryan Rickleton is back on strike. The second ball of the over coming up from Roston Chase. Quicker delivery, flicked away again by Ryan Rickleton. Down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Third ball of the over. He punches it back to the bowler again. Quicker delivery from Roston Chase. Another dot ball. There's 2 runs have come from this over. Still 3 balls left. Oh, he goes in the air down the ground towards long off, and Markram picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's on the path, flicked away by Ryan Rickleton towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. Aidan Markram on strike. Slower through the air, punched down the ground by Markram towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over and South Africa are now 109 for 1 after 10 overs. So 10 overs left in this innings, just 68 needed for South Africa. They're bossing this at the moment. It will also help India here. If South Africa wins this game, then West Indies versus India becomes a virtual knockout. As India will defeat Zimbabwe today evening, that is for sure. So Aidan Markram on strike, set batter at the crease. Jason Holder now into his second over. It's a full delivery, driven straight to point. Again a dot ball to start the over. The second ball of the over coming up. Slow ball pulled away leg side by Markram towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Ryan Rickleton is back on strike. The third ball of the over coming up from Jason Holder. Oh, goes for the cut shot, unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Jason Holder. Three more deliveries left in this over. Required run rate 7.05. It's cut away by Rickleton. They'll run away for 4. Vacant spaces on the offside. And Ryan Rickleton picks up his second boundary in this innings. South Africa cruising along here. Two more deliveries left in this over. 5 runs from this over so far. Coming around the wicket, Jason Holder, and Rickleton punches it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. In fact, they pick up a couple of runs. Good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs here. 7 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. They have absolutely bossed this run chase here. Never given they have not given a sniff to the opposition today, South Africa. If not for West Indies' lower order recovery today, the match would have been over by now, I think. We're 83 for 7 at one stage, West Indies. They got to 176, which has made this a competitive game. I won't say competitive. South Africa are pausing this at the moment. Last ball of the over coming up from Jason Holder. And it's driven down the ground by Ryan Rickleton towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, and South Africa are now 117 for 1 after 11 overs. Just 60 more runs needed from the last 9 overs. Match is in South Africa's hands at the moment. West Indies still have a match after this. They'll have to play against India on March 1st. That will be a very, very crucial game for both the teams. I think the winner of that game will go through to the semi-final. Roston Chase now into his 3rd over. Coming around the wicket to Ryan Rickleton. And Rickleton drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. This time cut away by Markram towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Back-to-back singles to start the over. The 3rd ball of the over coming up, Ryan Rickleton on strike. That's a quicker ball and that's pulled away into the crowd for 6. It's been that kind of day for the South African batters. Everything that they have connected has only gone one way and it's gone into the stands again. Another 6. First 6 for Ryan Rickleton in this innings. You should not bowl short like that. If you bowl short, it gets dispatched. This time it's swept away by Ryan Rickleton towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. 51 needed from 50 balls. It's in South Africa's hands at the moment. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Chase coming around the wicket. Full toss. Oh, hammered back. Chase has put it down. He got a hand on it. Markram has picked up the single. Chase unfortunately not able to hold on to it. A catch going down, and they have picked up another single. 10 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. So by the looks of it, West Indies are close to suffering their first defeat in this tournament. Last ball of the over coming up, and Rickleton goes down the ground to long off and picks up another single to finish the over. So 11 runs came from that over, and South Africa are now 128 for 1 after 12 overs. So 49 needed from the last 8 overs. Shamar Joseph is back into the attack for West Indies. Conceded 16 runs in his first over. He's into his second over. The equation close to a runner ball here. Ryan Rickleton on strike. This time it's full, it's driven straight to covers. A little bit of a fumble at covers, and Ryan Rickleton picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Aidan Markram is on strike. This time it's driven again towards deep point, and Markram picks up another single. The third ball of the over coming up. That's short. It's pulled away by Rickleton towards deep square leg. It's in the gap, and that's 4 more. Another boundary here for Rickleton. 2 shots from Shamar Joseph, and Rickleton finds another boundary. It brings the equation under a runner ball now. 43 needed from 45. Firmly in hands of South Africa at the moment. So fourth ball of the over coming up. Goes for the cut shot. A little bit of an inside edge. Back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Shamar Joseph. Two more deliveries left in this over. Is South Africa looking to improve their net run rate? That's full again, driven down the ground. Good fielding at mid-off. Another dot ball here. In fact, they have picked up the single, so Markram is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. Full and on the patch, flicked away by Markram. It's in the gap. Deep mid-wicket comes around as well. And Markram picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over. And South Africa are now 136 for 1 after 13 overs. So Roston Chase is continuing into his last over. Aidan Markram is on strike. So Roston Chase coming around the wicket to Aidan Markram. Full toss, goes straight down the ground, and that'll go all the way for 6. Will it? Yes, it will. Goes beyond the boundary. Another 6 to start the over. Missed his length there. Roston Chase a full toss, and Aidan Markram doesn't miss. He puts it straight down the ground for 6 to start the over. Well, he goes again, even higher, even longer. Back-to-back sixes from Aidan Markram. Captain leading from the front is always a best sight to watch in a cricket team. And they're getting closer to this target now, just 29 more needed. So third ball of the over coming up. That's a quicker ball flicked away by Aidan Markram towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. 13 runs have come from this over, still 3 balls left. Just 28 more needed now for South Africa here. Rian Rickleton is back on strike. And now Rickleton slog sweeps, and that's massive as well. That's all the way for 6. They're just enjoying themselves at the moment, both these batters. This time it's Rian Rickleton's turn. Third 6 in this over. And 150 comes up for South Africa in just 13.4 overs at the loss of 1 wicket. Rickleton with his second 6. This time quicker ball, cut away, straight to covers, a little bit of a fumble at covers. Rickleton doesn't take the single. Another dot ball from Roston Chase. 19 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the over. And has driven down the ground back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over, but another expensive over for West Indies. 19 runs came from that over. And South Africa are now 155 for 1 after 14 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. 22 more needed for South Africa in the last 6 overs. Jason Holder is back into the attack into his third over. Aidan Markram is on strike. Here comes Jason Holder. This time it's full flicked away by Markram. Might push for 2 here. And they will push for 2. Starts the over with a couple of runs. Second ball of the over coming up. Full toss. Markram goes down the ground to long on and picks up another single. 3 runs from the first 2 balls of this over. 19 more needed for South Africa. So now Holder coming around the wicket to Ryan Rickleton. That's another full delivery, flicked away down the ground by Rickleton towards long on and picks up another single. Just 18 more needed now. So Holder coming around the wicket. Full toss is driven away by Markram towards deep extra covers. Might push for 2 here. And they will get another couple of runs. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 6 runs from this over so far. 16 more needed for South Africa here. This time a Yorker and Markram hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. 7 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. Around the wicket, Holder. That's shot pulled away by Ryan Rickleton towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over and South Africa are now 163 for 1 after 15 overs. Just 14 more needed now from the last 5 overs. Ryan Rickleton is on strike. Romario Shepherd is back into the attack now for West Indies. But it's all looking glum for West Indies now. South Africa are bossing this. Going to win this game and qualify for the semi-final. Ryan Rickleton on strike. That's cut away in the air. It's towards deep point. Good fielding at deep point. Rickleton picks up another couple of runs to start the over. Well, they've gone upstairs to the third umpire to check the height of that delivery, whether it's a no ball or not. Well, it looks like it is above the waist here. Yes, it is above the waist. So no ball plus the couple of runs plus the free hit gets from bat to worse for West Indies. Waist high no ball from Romario Shepherd. So free hit delivery coming up from Romario Shepherd. Ryan Rickleton on strike. Here's the free hit. Oh, bowls it full and wide. Rickleton goes for the drive and misses it. Another dot ball from Shepherd. So the free hit doesn't cost much for West Indies. But the game is almost done. Only 11 needed for South Africa. Second ball of the over coming up. And that's driven away by Rickleton, finds the gap, and that'll run away for 4 as well, and that brings the target down to single digits for South Africa. Ryan Rickleton with his 4th boundary in this innings. So just 7 more needed now. Knocking on the doors of the semi-final here, South Africa. They need only India to beat Zimbabwe after this. Zimbabwe will be eliminated. South Africa will be into the semis. Both results will get confirmed today. Goes down the ground. And Rickleton picks up another single. 1 hit away now. 8 runs have come from this over. 3 balls left. 6 needed for South Africa. They're performing really well, but somehow in World Cups they are not able to win those semi-finals and finals. Such a pity actually to have this kind of a team. Can make the knockouts but not able to win the knockouts. Not able to win one trophy. They won the World Test Championship, but I am talking about the white ball limited overs World Cups. They are able to play so well like this. They are able to dominate. Just repeat this performance in the semi-final and final. Why aren't they able to do that consistently? For this team to have never ever won a World Cup so far is a little shocking. But that is what it is. It's a wide down the leg side from Romario Shepherd. Has to reload that one again. There's 5 more needed now. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Just 1 hit away here, South Africa. They can finish it with a 6 or they can finish it with a boundary. Markram gives himself room. It's a full delivery. Hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Ryan Rickleton is back on strike. Just 4 needed now. So it's going to be the first defeat for West Indies in this tournament. They have dominated all this while, but this will be a wake-up call for them. They've just played too many shots during their innings and they gifted away wickets. That's a full toss. Rickleton hits it down the ground. The mid-off, another dot ball. I mean, West Indies were 83 for 7. At that stage itself, it looked like the game was gone. And the lower order recovery. Romario Shepherd and Jason Holder taking West Indies to 176, but still, in a batting paradise like Ahmedabad, 176 is never going to be enough. I mean, it's a big surprise how India couldn't chase down 188 against South Africa at this same venue. Hey, India lost by a comfortable margin actually. That's a good Yorker again. Rickleton goes for the drive, misses it. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 10 runs came from that over and South Africa are now 173 for 1 after 16 overs. So the match coming up after this, India taking on Zimbabwe at the MH Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. Whoever loses that game will be eliminated from this tournament. That is the scenario. So Jason Holder is back into the attack, into his last over. South Africa need 4 to win. Holder coming around the wicket to Markram. Full toss. Markram goes straight down the ground for 4, and that is it. South Africa get over the line. They win this match. They continue their unbeaten run in this tournament. I just want to give a strange stat actually. South Africa have never lost a match in the group stage of a World Cup under Aidan Markram's captaincy. And that is continuing in this tournament as well. The only match which South Africa lost under Aidan Markram's captaincy was that T20 World Cup final in 2024. That was the only match which they lost. But otherwise, they have been unbeaten in group stages, dominating just like India actually, in all honesty. I just hope that they can win a World Cup sooner or later. But a fantastic win here for South Africa, no doubt about that, winning this match by 9 wickets with 23 balls remaining. And unfortunately for West Indies, this is a damaging loss for them because now, as far as India are concerned, they don't need to worry about any net run rate or anything. The equation is simple for India now. Just beat Zimbabwe and West Indies and qualify for the semi-final. So it has become simpler for India because if West Indies had won this game, then India would have had to think about net run rate. How do they improve their net run rate and all sorts of things. But now that South Africa have beaten West Indies, by a big margin because now after this defeat, West Indies net run rate would have also take a hit. They had that big net run rate after beating Zimbabwe. And now that run rate would have reduced because South Africa have won this match with 23 balls remaining. So not only have South Africa damaged India's net run rate, they have also damaged West Indies net run rate as well. So it will all come down to that match between India versus West Indies at Eden Gardens to decide who goes through to the semi-final as the second team in this group. South Africa are all but through to the semi-final. They only need India to defeat Zimbabwe in the match which will be starting in another hour's time. If India defeats Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe will be knocked out of the tournament and South Africa will be confirmed into the semi-final. But what a campaign South Africa are having once again. They are playing so well in recent times. They won the World Test Championship, but as a South African fan, if any South African fan is watching this, you want one white ball World Cup. One white ball World Cup. Because you are playing so well, you need to win a World Cup. You deserve a World Cup. When are you going to win the World Cup? Please make up your mind. That is one thing that is missing in South Africa's cabinet. Outstanding win today by 9 wickets. And back-to-back wins in the Super 8 stage for South Africa. West Indies, as far as West Indies are concerned, a reality check for them. They just played too many shots in their batting innings and gifted away wickets. They were 83 for 7 at one stage, and if Romario Shepherd and Jason Holder didn't provide that recovery act, it could have finished even worse for West Indies. So I agree that West Indies play a brand of cricket, attacking brand of cricket, try and demolish the opposition, but you need to also tone down a little bit. You need to play according to the conditions. Not every time you cannot score 250 plus. Say in some venues you need to settle for 200 plus. Some venues you need even under 200, even 180, 190 will be enough in some venues. You need to play according to the conditions. And I think that is where West Indies failed today with the bat. South Africa were just clinical once again. They are outplaying every opposition in this World Cup. There's good signs for them in this particular tournament. Is this the World Cup in which they can get over the line? Only time will tell. But the signs are looking good as far as South Africa are concerned. Imagine outplaying a team like India in their previous game and now outplaying a team like West Indies. So really they are doing really well. Aiden Markram again top scoring with 82 not out from 46 balls with 7 boundaries and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 178.26. And Ryan Rickleton unbeaten on 45 from 28 balls with 4 boundaries and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 160.71. The partnership between these two batters, 82 from 49 balls, between Aiden Markram and Ryan Rickleton, taking South Africa over the line and winning this match by 9 wickets. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of this ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.